Sam, Taylor, he's really excited about the running backs. We know you are too. But with his running ability and the depth that y'all have there, can y'all be the best running team in the SEC?
Oh. Man, great opening question. Oh, man, I think our line's better. We finished in the top 10 in total offense last year in offense, and I think year two under Bobby has always improved, whether he's the head coach, coordinator, whatever it may be. So I think we can be strong at running the football, yes.
Hey, do you have an update on CC? I understand maybe it's not a broken wrist.
No, he tore some ligaments in that wrist, so that probably will be a season-ending surgery that he had last Friday. Did it lifting weights, doing power clean, and the wrist just gave away on him whenever he caught it.
You said in spring you expect him to be a big part of the receiving corps. So how big is the loss, and who do you think is going to really rise up in
Well,
that?
I think it's a big loss. I do. And for me to sit here and tell you I know everything about our wide receiver corps, I'd lie to you. Okay, but I do like about 8. I can give you 8 that I really like that have speed. We have size. I like our slots and Shanks and Sharp. I like them a lot. Then you go on the outside, you got Blake. Okay, then you got, I like Andy Jean, who came in April or whenever the April portal was. Jalen Brown can fly. C.J. Brown, obviously Monte Harrison, and then you go over there with, I think I spoke about Andy Jean, but also Antonio Jordan is a special freshman. So, I didn't left out Courtney Crutchfield, but I think we have more depth there. Who's going to be the guy or who's going to be the guys? I think we'll have to wait until fall camp to really figure that out. But I do think we're big and we have speed. I don't know if I mentioned Monte Harrison, but I should have.
Pretty general question, but looking back at the end of this year, what in your book would you define that was a successful season?
Another bowl win. Obviously, we're honored to be invited to the Liberty Bowl. We want to continue to strive to get in the playoffs. That's the goal. It should be the goal of Arkansas. But we had a winning season. We won our third bowl game in a row after being invited 4 out of the 5 years. But particularly on this season, we had a top 5 win that helped us. We need to get more turnovers and cut down the turnovers, and we'll win closer games. And that's what we've been striving to do now. But we've got a good football team, so I'm excited to see that happen. And they know we got to get more turnovers and cut them down. But I do believe that we've got the talent to do that. We look like an SEC team. We're big. We're big up front. We're big at corner. We're a big football team. And I'm excited about the guys because of cohesiveness. And I know you hear this all the time, but you don't hear it from me. I'm just telling you what I believe. I'm not coach speak. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at any of this, but I'm not good at that. And I'm just telling you what I believe about the football team.
Coach, you mentioned the offensive line and that unit. There are a lot of new faces there. Where do you think that group has taken a stride? Do you like the guys there besides Fernando Carmona Jr.?
Well, I do like him. I do. I like Corey Robinson. I like Kittler. I like Kobe Branham. I like Blackstock, Marion Harris, Shaq McCroy. You just keep going down the line. I think we have 8 guys that will compete for 5 spots. Marion Harris might be as valuable as any of them because he can play 4 of the 5 and play it well. But getting Kittler, having Brooks Edmondson at center as well, and then getting Corey out there at left tackle, that really helped us, along with Shaq at right tackle. So we're big. We can move. The schematics that Bobby runs, I think we can do. We've done well. And I really like the size and the talent of that group.
Can you give us an update on Kobe Branham and how his summers went, his recovery?
Yeah, he's progressed into not quite full lifting right now, but close. He is doing almost everything in the off season that everybody else is, and according to Vince, our trainer, he'll be 100% ready to go when we get back in July 31st.
So what does that mean for that specific position, that I guess what would be right guard position? What does it mean? Is it him? Is it a Marion? Is it Blackstock?
Well, I don't know. They've got to practice still. Let me say this. I can answer it this way. Kobe Branham, in our thoughts, was every bit of a starter for us, okay, after the Liberty Bowl and progressing into spring ball. Keyshawn Blackstock's played a lot of reps for us. He played right guard in the spring as well as Marion Harris. There is a battle there. Whomever wins it, then we'll have an opportunity to strengthen ourselves at another position. But we've got to find our 5 starters first. I believe Kobe Branham has a great chance to be one of those guys.
Are there any other health updates, guys who might not be available to start camp?
No, that's a good question. I asked Vince that yesterday, I guess, Tuesday. And he said as of right now, the only one on our team that won't be ready for August 1st practice would be CeCe.
Coach, special teams, you got great punter, long snapper, Cam's getting all these preseason accolades. And the last time you had a top-ranked kicker coming in as a freshman, that worked out pretty good. So how is that position coming along?
I like it. And I think with the addition of Cam Shanks, we have something special there. And we went out, went out hard to get him because of his ability to change games and the special teams. Again, we're bigger and faster, so I think our cover units are going to be better than what they were before. Devin Bell is as valuable player as we have. You look at that, and then Scott Starsick made some key field goals in the spring. Now we got to get him in the stadium and possibly open up some preseason things so we can get some people in the stands so he can feel that a little bit better before we play our first game. But he was ranked number 1 or 2 in all the kicking services for a reason. He's very talented. And Blake Ford coming back has done a nice job as well for us. But I think we're as strong as we've been there as far as kicker, snapper, holder, kickoff, punter, with a little bit of unknown with Scott just because he hadn't been out on the grand stage yet.
Sam, what are you seeing from the tight end position? Is that kind of settling down?
It really has. I think right now we have 3 guys that we feel like we can go play with in the SEC. Obviously with Jones and Posca and Platt. Maddox Laster's got to play in there somewhere as well, either it be fullback or in 12 personnel as a tight end. But I think we're bigger there and we're faster there than what we've been. Jones is special, and but I do think Platt and Polsky bring us something where we can get into 12 and they can block and they can catch, and maybe that's not exactly what we've been able to do in the past.
Sam, I guess, how do you deal or process the pressures that come with being an SEC coach?
Well, this ain't my first year on it. They've been 6. It's just the media's been a little rougher on me the last few, which is fine. That's what they should be. They're doing their job. But I really don't feel when you have a good team and a good coaching staff, you don't feel the pressure as much as if you're going, we're going to go out there and get slaughtered and I got nobody to coach them. That's not the case at all. I've got a really good coaching staff. We're fortunate that, all coordinators came back this year. We only lost 1 guy as a coach. And so I feel fortunate there. We've got our quarterback back, and I think everybody knows I believe strongly in our quarterback. We have 3 levels of leadership on defense, with Cam being the leader and then Sorey at linebacker, and then Larry Worth. So I just feel really good about this team. I should. We haven't played a game and all that, you know what I mean? I should, but all you can do at this point is feel your football team in spring ball, how they're handling the summer. Are they getting stronger? Do they like each other? Are they cohesive? And I like the team. So the pressure, I think the pressure, if you ask Kirby, there's pressure on him too. So I think this league, it's just all what it's about. And I like it because I got a chance to go to the lake and I'm not there,
Well, you probably won't be picked very high in the league, but
Yeah.
the first 5 games, you have a chance to
We do.
excite the fans. What do you think
Yeah.
about that opportunity? Can you be better?
Great opportunity. a lot of hard games in there, you know, especially where you play them, the venues you're playing and all that. But at the same time, we have great opportunity. You know, it's not all about, a lot of times about who you're playing. They got to play the Arkansas Razorbacks too. And we've got a really good football team. And again, top 10 in offense. I think we're better on defense. Our special teams are solid. We've got to learn how to finish games, and to me, it's all about turnovers right now. And if we can get more, we need to get more. It's not just offense turning it over. We have to get more, and we can take care of the ball better, which I believe that we can. We all understand the offense a little bit better. Then we could have a very special season because of the way our schedule lines up.
Sam, how does your day-to-day change with the coming of Rev Share and the addition of Remy Cofield? How's that affected the time you spend day-to-day?
Yeah, not a tremendous amount of time-wise. What Remy does for me is he takes the one-on-one, this is the money we're going to give you, and this is the contract we're working out. He does every bit of that. He has a great decision on amounts that we're given to each guy and all that. So taking that pressure off of me, because what happens is like in any business, if you don't give somebody the amount of money that they think they're worth, it can affect the business. And having him being the fall guy, the bad guy, the good guy, in some instances, has taken a lot of pressure off of me. And that part of it was difficult over the last 2-3 seasons.
Cam Ball's a rarity in the game, lifetime Razorback. You decided to bring him here. What does he mean to the program?
Well, the furthest from the answer is he's from Atlanta, you know, and so it was good to get him back. Obviously, y'all know he lost his father. Getting back here. So those are two reasons. The main reason is because he is as good a leader on our team as we have. And he's a good player, good leader. And you know me, I love those guys that are loyal to the Hogs. And he's been that way 5 years now, which you said is a rarity, and you're correct. So there was a lot of things that went into that, but those are just a few of the reasons.